Hi, today I'm going to be sharing how I support English learners by recognizing the cultural and linguistic strengths they bring into the classroom and by building strong connections between home and school. Rather than focusing on what students lack, an assessment based approach encourages us to see students' languages, cultures, and experiences as strengths that can enrich learning for everyone. Culturally responsive teaching means that culture plays a big role in how students learn, communicate, and interact at school. It influences everything from how students work with others to how they respond to authority and express understanding. For English language learners, these cultural influences also shape how they learn a new language. Cultural competence means taking the time to reflect on our own perspectives as educators while learning about and valuing the backgrounds of our students. When teachers are culturally competent, instruction becomes more meaningful and more accessible for English learners. Bringing students' cultural values and experiences into teaching doesn't require major changes. It can be as simple as choosing text that reflects students' lives, using examples that connect to their experiences, or giving students space to share their perspectives. From a Christian worldview, this aligns with the belief that every student is created in the image of God and deserves to feel valued and respected. Honoring cultural diversity in the classroom is one way we live out that belief in our daily practice. Culture also impacts students' motivation and sense of belonging. When classrooms feel safe, welcoming, and predictable, English learners are more willing to take risks with language, which is essential for their growth. Creating this kind of environment means setting clear routines, modeling respect for different languages, and making it clear that mistakes are part of learning. When students know they are supported, they are more confident participating and sharing their ideas. There are many ways to celebrate cultural diversity within instruction. Encouraging collaboration, asking open ended questions, and allowing students to use their home language as a support are all effective strategies. Letting students draw from their full linguistic abilities helps deepen understanding and sends the message that multilingualism is a strength, not something to hide. English learners come to school with a wide range of strengths and needs. Some may also receive special instruction services or have had gaps in their formal schooling. Meeting these needs requires flexibility, thoughtful scaffolding, and high expectations for all students. Differentiated instruction and small group support allow teachers to build on students' strengths while providing the structure they need to succeed. It's also important to consider students' social and emotional well being. Learning in a new language can feel intimidating, and some students may be navigating additional challenges outside of school. Building strong relationships, creating consistent routines, and using trauma informed practices helps students feel safe and supported. When students feel emotionally secure, they are more likely to engage, take risks, and persist through challenges. Understanding students' social, emotional, and cultural needs is especially important when establishing classroom routines and procedures. Clearly teaching expectations, using visuals, and modeling routines helps reduce confusion and anxiety. These practices show care for the whole child and reflect a commitment to creating a classroom where all students feel respected and included. Strong partnerships with families are essential when supporting English learners. Families bring valuable knowledge, traditions, and experiences that shape students' learning. These funds of knowledge can enrich classroom instruction when teachers take time to listen and learn from the families. Building meaningful homeschool connections starts with clear, accessible communication. Using technological translation tools, bilingual liaisons, translation services, and multilingual platforms help ensure families can fully understand and participate in the educational process. Communication accessibility should always promote sharing from both parties, allowing families to share their insights and ask questions. When families feel heard and respected, trust grows. Inclusive community practices such as partnering with local organizations or hosting multilingual, multicultural events further strengthen these relationships. Advocating for families and ensuring equitable access to education reflects the Christian worldview through compassion, justice, and a love for others. Supporting English learners and their families in this way helps create learning communities where every child has the opportunity to thrive and honors the dignity of every student, supporting meaningful, inclusive learning for all. Recognizing and building on the inherent assets of English learners benefits not only individual students, but enriches the entire classroom community. By creating culturally responsive classrooms, supporting students' academic and emotional needs, and fostering strong partnerships with families and educators can help English learners grow with confidence. Thank you.